Yo, yo. What an intro.
What's up?
Mate, I'm sweating up here profusely. How are you boys down your way?
The sun's out today. It's pretty cool. I can see it
Ooh,
inside
the
my
sun.
house. So, we don't leave too often. But that's cool.
Look, mate, boys, you're finally playing UNIFY. I think every time when there has been a lineup announcement, everyone has asked the question, where's Alpha Wolf? Where's Alpha Wolf? And you guys finally get that opportunity. I mean, taking a look at the chat right now, everyone's going nuts for Alpha Wolf. You're finally on there. What's going on?
Where have we been, Scotty?
Where have we been? We've been waiting. That's where we've been. We're stoked, man. We're super happy to finally be playing a UNIFY festival. I think we've all been to a couple and seen how crazy it is. So, we're stoked to finally be playing one.
And to have the new songs that you've got, which you've been waiting to play from the incredible album you got, which is hanging behind us here. I'm a vinyl collector, but I'm not a vinyl player because, I like the look at them. But you've had a whole stack of variants which have come out, and the variant collectors have been tracking them down like Pokemon. Was that your full intention at the start of putting out A Quiet Place to Die, to just make as many and send people on these adventures and pick them up?
I think so.
We obviously want to do a few cool colorways to start off with, like the deluxe one. We love that. And the one you've got, we wanted something cool for that pop-up store that we done. And, our new friend Neptura Art drew that for us, and we loved it so much we made it the new cover. I'll
bring it over here for those who didn't get a chance to see it. It's all going on right here.
Look at it.
Look at that. It's beautiful. I should get myself a vinyl player and actually play it, but
I don't have a vinyl player either, man. You're not alone. I just think they look pretty. They're on my wall.
Scott, they're on your wall right there. That's what I do, but I'm renting, so I can't put anything up besides that. So,
do you skate, Brownie, or are you a fake skater as well?
No, I used to skate, and I realized that I'm too shit scared to go in a bowl. So my skating days are over. You get too old.
All right, so cool, man. That's cool.
Look, let's take a look at the year you guys have had. Obviously, the big C word. It's something that it absolutely sucks and is devastating to see. But you guys have this plethora of new songs, a great album that you are just dying to get out there and play. Obviously, UNIFY is your first opportunity to play these songs at the festival itself. So when it comes to set list wise, are you thinking that far ahead, or where are you guys at with it all?
Man, we haven't really thought about that yet. But I mean, obviously, it'll be full of album songs, like full of A Quiet Place to Die songs. Like we'll throw some old bangers in there. But I mean, man, we've only got to play 4 shows. We were lucky to play 4 shows. I'll say that. So I mean, we've only got to play those songs 4 times, and we didn't even play them all. So I'd say the set list will be chockers with new songs.
Hey, we've thought about the opener though. We've thought about the Walk On with the Wolf.
Yep.
We're going to rent a wolf and walk on with it.
Yeah, so all the money UNIFY pay us to play, we're just buying a wolf. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
You could get yourself one of those wolf costumes and have someone go out crowd surfing wearing that. One of the members, Bro,
imagine Lockie coming out with a wolf, right?
Sabin, we have to talk about it. Everyone's going nuts in the chat. Who's your kitty? What's your kitty's name?
This is a kitten we recently fostered named Toulouse. We fostered 6 kittens. This is the last to go out. We've my partner's sister adopted this one, but we cannot ship it up to Brisbane because of lockdown. So it's been living here for a bit until we can send it off to its rightful home. But this is Toulouse.
Toulouse. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how's Toulouse moshing in the room you've got there going?
He's pretty hectic. I'll give him that.
Well, with you guys spaced out so much, because some of you guys are based in Melbourne, some of you guys are based in Brisbane. How is it not seeing each other after being in each other's pockets for so long before everything that's happened over the past year?
It's weird, hey. Yeah, we spent 2019 like crazy touring. Well, we did I think near 100 shows. I think I can't remember, a lot. And then we saw Mitch I think once in 12 months. It's like insane to just be a band in this day and age. But I mean, man, everyone's in the same the same thing. It's just like you just have to like evolve into this new internet band thing and just like somehow make it work, which we have. A lot of people are, but it's tricky. I mean, everyone just wants to play a show, man.
Look, one of the things that you guys have adapted to is you've taken on the Alpha Wolf cult Patreon. So, like, for those who are hardcore fans of Alpha Wolf, you can actually go behind the scenes and see a whole bunch of stuff that you guys are up to before it even becomes public knowledge. Take us through some of that.
Yeah, we spent a heap of time doing that. Like, I think it was like really healthy for us when lockdowns kicked off to just like keep busy with the band in that way, because obviously we wanted to play shows but couldn't. So it was like, well, at least this way, like if people are interested in that kind of thing, like Sabian's filmed everything we've ever done. So like we have footage of, heaps of shows and just like BTS stuff. And I think it was just like really good for us to keep busy that way. And people seem to like it. So yeah, it's gone really strong. We're nearly up to 12 months of it, I think.
Yeah.
So that's like pretty crazy. It's still going well. When we had no idea what we were doing, we were just like, "Oh, we'll try this." Everyone's sitting at home. We might as well keep busy.
And you're creating the content that people, want to latch on and see what's going on. Like for me, for example, like one of the things that struck me so hard was you were doing that big US tour and then COVID hit when no one knew what was going on. And there was all the calls for everyone to get back to Australia. No one knew what happened behind the scenes, but you put out that documentary where we got to see exactly what happened and like the emotional struggle the band went through. And so to have that opportunity for fans to see exactly what goes into something like that, it's an incredible behind the scenes thing that I think more bands should be doing.
Yeah. We flew to US having heard of COVID and thinking it was nothing, not a worry went through our heads on the 20-hour flight over. And then the toilet paper stuff happened and our partners were all not being able to buy toilet paper. And we're like, what?
Isn't that crazy to look back on now?
We're
just like, oh, it's fine. Nothing wrong. Jokes.
Just to see how far we've come from those initial first couple of weeks and all that to where we are now. And, things are slowly but surely returning to I guess you could say the post-COVID normal. I mean, shows are coming back in America and we're slowly but surely getting everything here. Obviously, the vaccination rate is not something that's in our control, but hopefully once everyone gets out there and gets that, we can return to that normal again. We can get sweaty in the pit and don't have to worry about what's going on, what the future holds.
Man, can't wait for that. Can't wait. Hopefully.
So what's happening with you guys for the rest of the year? Like, obviously, are you using this time to help the fans out with obviously the cult stuff behind the scenes? Are you working on new material as well? Like, what's going on in Alpha Wolf camp right now?
Oh, we busy. We always busy.
Yeah.
We've been riffing.
We've
been Patreoning. We post 5 times a week in that. So there's always new cool stuff in that. We've rescheduled our headliner to promote A Quiet Place to Die for the first time on some good stages. And we're hoping, praying to God that we can play those shows this year. And some states look better than others, not naming any names. And maybe there's another announcement next week or the week after.
A big thing.
Something cool.
A big thing.
Yeah.
A big thing. Oh,
we're always like brainstorming every single day. Yeah. Scotty and I are like, what are we doing? What do we want to do? What can heavy bands do? What can heavy bands not do that we want to do anyway?
Yeah, I think it's important to keep busy in these times, which is easier said than done. It's lockdowns and the C word. I hate saying that word. It like triggers me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's like it's super demotivating. But I think you got to keep busy, which we do. So yeah, if we're not like if something's not being planned, it's like, well, start planning something. Like just keep busy.
You can't slow down. You've obviously got an overly active imagination. Sabin, you're filming everything. So you must have like archives of unseen footage, which you're just going through each and every day. Does it get a bit much for you going through it all?
No, I get enjoyment out of it. I'm a very nostalgic person, so I'll go through and watch old sets, and we enjoy looking back at each of our sets as to where we can improve, and that kind of sucked. Let's not do that again. That went off. That was great. Let's do that again and compile the footage. And now, as we go on, the cameras are getting better, the audio equipment's getting better. So now we can fully put out multi-angle, properly mixed videos for our Patreon, for our YouTube. And we're not paying a hectic video crew for it. I'm literally just mounting cameras to speakers and mounting GoPros to wherever. I'll say, hey, I know you hold my camera for these 2 songs, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. Here's record, press it, stop it when we're done. Thank you very much.
So it's you adapting to your surroundings and using what you can around you to get the best angles, to get the best the content for you boys. I love that. It's a forward-thinking thing that a lot of bands need to take on board. So if people have some tips or questions about what to do, can they slide into your DM, Sabian?
Yeah, straight up.
Hit him up.
I'm always doom scrolling, checking those requests, and not doing much else with my life right now.
We might throw to the comment section. Catherine wants to know, what's your favorite UNIFY memory as a punter? Because obviously you boys would have come before and been again over the years it's been happening. So for you being a punter, what do you look forward to and what's happened in the past?
One of mine would have to be maybe... I can't decide between Polaris's day set in 2017.
I knew you were going to say that. That's mine.
When people couldn't even get in the gates quick enough, it was packed out. They were playing way too early for how hyped they were. And I think I was filming them as crew that day, and it blew up. It was nuts, and everyone had goosebumps at how loud the crowd chants were. And it was that moment.
They opened with Lucid, yeah? And it was just like psycho.
Yeah. Everyone was like, all right, Polaris, it's on.
Yeah, I think that was one of those situations or the performances that everyone was talking about afterwards, going like, if you weren't there, you missed that performance. And that happens quite a lot. I mean, taking a look back at the past couple of years, I mean, Ghost Inside in 2020 was one of those ones that, I personally never thought we'd get the opportunity to see those boys in Australia, let alone so soon after their comeback. So that's just one of those ones that you take with you for the rest of your life. Scotty, what about you?
Funny story about that, actually. I wanted to go to that so bad to see Ghost Inside. It's easily one of my favorite metalcore bands. We were recording the album at that time, and I was producing the vocals and recording it. And Sab, of all people, was like, I got work on at UNIFY that weekend, so I'm going to head over and I'm going to film some bands. And I was like, all right, I'm going to stay at home and finish the fucking album. As much as I wanted to go and see them, fuck you. I will stay here and we'll finish the album because we had a deadline to go to America and all that bullshit. Anyway, funny story. I'd have to go that Polaris moment as well. I hate to copy Sab there, but I remember seeing that and was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, that was just such a crazy set. And to see your friends killing it and just the crazy reaction is I mean, I feel like UNIFY is kind of built around friends and friends bands and just hanging out. So just getting to hang out with friends and seeing friends bands kill it was super, super cool thing.
Because this is what people who go to UNIFY always talk about. You get to see the bands, which is, one of the main draw cards there, but it's all the experiences and the people you meet along the way and that become the stories to tell in future years, that kind of thing. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, it's awesome to see your friends and up-and-coming bands have that huge moment. They're playing to thousands of people that haven't heard them before, and they're blown away. This band's playing locally every month. Why aren't I going to see that band when they're this good?
And you look at some of the bands on the lineup. I mean, because obviously with you guys coming up the ranks and all of that, one of your dreams would have been to play one of the big heavy music festivals along the lines of that. And we're seeing a stack of bands alongside yourself playing UNIFY for the very first time. Banks Arcade, Bugs, Bloom, The Last Martyr. Who else have we got there? Plenty, Pride Lands, Red Hook, Starve, Short Stack, obviously, have never played an alternative or heavy music festival before. Stepson, Teen Jesus and the Gene Teasers, Teenage Jones, To Octavia, Wild Heart. Just some of the bands who are going to be gracing the stage for the very first time. And what
so much new blood. Look at that.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
Hell yeah.
Well, who are you guys looking forward to see? And we'll wrap it up with this question from Juneborough as well. What's your favorite song off A Quiet Place to Die? So who are you looking forward to see the most first?
Ooh, I'd say probably Thornhill and Ocean Grove. I don't think I've seen either of them. No one's seen anyone in a fucking year. I don't think I've seen either of them in a long time.
I'm keen for Pride Lands. They were good at that Gravemind show. They in the big room, new songs. real cool. So that'll be a cool vibe. Ocean Grove, they're cool.
What was the question? I forgot already.
And the other question was, what's your favorite song from A Quiet Place to Die?
Tough one. It changes a lot, honestly. What slapped live? I mean, Akudama Live was pretty skits when we got to finally play it. So I'd say either that or maybe Rotten Pieces.
I'm keen for Acid Romance. That's got that tempo, makes you want to do this one. It's made for the festivals and it's got the DJ scratches. And Rotten Pieces, everyone will be like moshing and doing some psycho shit.
Yeah,
they're heavy bangers. We love our heavy tunes, so yeah, probably those two.
See, I'm more of a slow melodic kind of guy, so I'm kind of hoping that we get to see Bleed for You, and if Lizzie from the Beautiful Monuments creeping about, because she's always at UNIFY, you never know. Would you pull her up on stage?
100%. Look, that was my favorite song for probably 10 months straight, 12 months straight before the album came out. I was like, this is the one, boys.
Well, mate, it's only a couple more months before you finally get to see you guys playing UNIFY. So, mate, we wish you guys all the very best. We really want to see Alpha Wolf back on stage again. It's only going to be a matter of time now. And all we can say is thank you to you, Sabian, for reminding us that masks are always perfect to wear.
Wear your bloody mask, you bloody drongos.
Listen to Sabian. Please, ladies and gentlemen, come back.
Round Earth.
Thank you, Alpha Wolf.